No,
Okay.
no.
So if you have a book and paper and book, say sorry, pen and paper, please have it because today I'm going to talk a little bit theory part. So that's if you have, please have it accessible. So I did send the file. I did send the file. Please download it, import the data into Power BI. Now, if you can see, there are multiple tables. There are multiple tables that are there. So I'm going to import all the tables. I'm going to import all the tables. Hmm? Okay. Now I'm not going to do a transform data because this is pretty much clean data at the moment. Now the thing is, I'm going to load it. I'm going to load it. It is loading. Okay. Okay, the data has been loaded. Now let's understand what is there in each and every single data. The first one, it is a calendar. What do you see here? What do you 2003 data? That's what we have. All right. Next, let's see this table. What is it? It has some geo, basically geography, maybe, I don't know. It has region, USA, Canada, APAC. There's geography and a region. Now there is people. In people, what do we have? Salesperson, the team that they belong to, and some JPG file that they have. Okay, next one we have products. We have products. We have category. We have cost per box. This is this is basically inventory data, I guess. Then we have shipment data. Salesperson is given, geography is given, product is given, date is given, amount is blank. I don't know why. Boxes. Now, what do you understand by looking at this tables across countries? But how are the tables divided?
They're divided by salespersons and their products and the geography.
Yes. So in any company, you can't have all the data at one place. There is a HR data, there is products, there is sales team data, there is inventory data, there is CA who does the accounting data. All these things, there are multiple different tables, right? Now, the goal is basically trying to combine them, all the things. Now, this combining all the tables is called data modeling. It's called data modeling. All right. So let's figure this thing out. Okay, we have calendar, we have this, we have this. Now, you guys tell me how are these, any of this, what are these, how are these connected? How are these tables connected? Yes. So how, let's say there's this calendar table and this location table, but we also see something that happened here. We don't know what it is at the moment, but we see that it is attached to something called shipment table. There is some attachment, but we don't know what the attachment is. Let's say what is there in location? Because that is the one that I don't see. There is region and location. In the location table, there is geo and region, right? There is geo and location. Now, try to figure out what is there in the shipments that has similarity with locations. Shipments. Is there anything that is similar?
Geography.
Geography. Geography is similar, but let me ask you a different question. The Power BI was able to understand this is the connection that might be helpful for you, and it has created two connections. You can see all the connections again in this Manage Relationship tab as well. You click on this. Shipment is shipment product. The product column from the shipment table is connected to product column from product table. That means there's a product column in the product table which is same as the shipment product column in the shipment. Let's say you see this. Let's go to product. I'm gonna expand everything just for the case. If you see the product table, there is products. All the products that are there that are given: milk bar, 50% dark bite, almond choco, whatever it is given. Now, even if I go to shipment, you have products. Same thing. If organic choco syrup is there here. Organic choco syrup, it's there here. Now the category column, the product column in the product table is same as the shipment, the product column in the shipment. So the Power BI, what it did, it automatically made a connection that these two are related. These two are related. Now the question is why these things didn't. Why the location? Even the location that we see, there is geography. In the shipment, there is geography again. Why didn't it connect? There is common column, right? No, no, no. There is common column. See, there is geography. Australia, India, Australia, Canada, UK. If you go into this Australia, Australia, UK, New Zealand, Canada, USA, India, there is common column. What is the column name? What? No, no, no. I'm asking a question. What is a column name in shipments? Here, what is the column name? In here, what is the column name? So the Power BI didn't understand, even though it sees it's the same thing, but it didn't understand if it's geography itself means geo or not. So one thing, what I can do is I can manually change it. I can manually change it. Now I see I have made itself clear that this is this. Now, how did the Power BI did this connections by itself? There's an option basically. And if you go to options and settings, there's an option saying that if you see that something is similar, just do it automatically. There is an option. Where is the settings? There's a setting that is there, Power Query modeling. Where is the model? Date load. This is the one. Import relationship from the data sources. Auto detect new relationship after data is loaded. This is the reason it automatically did it. Okay. This is the reason it did automatically. Now, now we know that these two are connected. by geography. So how do I connect this? I'm going to say, I'm going to drag this. I'm going to drag this and place it on the geography here. Then new relationship, location, shipments. From the location table, the column geography, and the shipment table column geography. This is the connection. I'm going to come into this cardinality, all these things. I'm going to come, but let's save it. So this is geography. Now, what is the connection between this and this?
Date.
Date.
Wait. So I'm going to just drop it, drag and drop. I'm going to tell you one thing that is like a golden rule. The golden rule is basically always have this calendar table. Even though if you don't see the table in the data, make sure you create yourself a table. I will tell you how to do this, but for now, understand date table is always needed because in the source data we might not have sequence of dates. That means the quarters, the months, all the things might not be there. In order to filter all these things, always you create a table called a calendar table and try to connect with that date, this relationship, date to date. This is pretty much we do in all the scenarios. We will do this. Now let's understand the different things in here. Now, first thing first, what is this line? When did the line come? When did the line come? When did the line? When did you see a line? Previously, there was no line here and here. But when did you see a line?
When they have common.
When we added a relationship. When we add, when we added a relationship, then we could see the connection. All right. Now let's understand this thing. Here it says one. Here there is an arrow. Here there is a symbol, star symbol here as well. Here there's one is attached to this. What does that mean? Let's click on this. Let's click on this. Then the property window opens up where we can see the table, shipment, geography, many to one. Let's open up this. Let's open this. Manage relationships. You can also right click it. Yes. Now, if you see, we have given said that shipments day table geography many to one relationship. What is many to one? Now let's go back to the table. Let's go back to the location here. How many times? What is this table consist of? How many times that each let's say each item is repeated? How many times does the data is repeated here?
Two times. The region is repeated two times.
The region, okay, region is repeated. How about geography?
Your geography is only it's single. Means there is no repetition of
Yes.
geography.
That means it's basically a table which is a default table. That means these are the geographies that we ship to. That's a table that's what the table says. These are the These are the tables that these are the countries that we ship to. This is a default table. Now let's go back. This is like a template. Let's understand this is like a default template that we have. These are the standard countries that we send. Then we go to shipments. Now let's understand how many times everything is repeated. How many times everything is repeated?
Many times.
Many times. Why? Why is it repeated? What is why is the geography it's repeated?
Because of many salespersons and many products.
For
Because there are many salespersons and many products, so
what is this table? The table is all the shipments that the company has done. Every day there will be some shipment they'll be doing it to different countries, right?
yes,
So when you have a table like sales, shipments, of course these are the countries that we keep sending to, but every single day we will be sending to these companies. That's the reason the countries are always repeated here. Understood? The
yes,
countries are repeated here because every single day we're sending to these companies. Every single date we are sending these things to these companies. Now, this is a default table. There is only one. This is like a template table. When you come into data modeling, now you can see that I'll make it in a different way. So I'll go to, I'm going to delete this. Manage relationship, new relationship. I'm going to say in geography, in location, in geography, in shipments, the geography, for every country here, for every country that I'm mentioning in my default table, which is a location table, there are many connections. There are many connections that you might see in geography, in the geography column, in the shipment table. There will be only one, but there will be many times that this is repeated. You see, that is called one to many. That is called one value here will have multiple connections in this. That is called one to many cardinality. Do you guys understand?
yes,
One to many means this. Then we're gonna hit save. Close. You can see this is the one to many. One, you can see this is one and this is many. This is the symbol. And how's the direction? This is the direction. Now where did this direction come from? Let's go deep into this subject. Now again I'm going to delete this one, or else I'm going to see properties. Now shipments many to one. Now here it is telling me a different thing. It is saying many to one, but we have done one to many. Why it is showing different?
right. That's the relationship between shipments and locations. Many to
Basically, it has interchanged up and above.
interchanges.
That's the reason you can see many to one here. But if you see locations to shipment, it is one to many. From shipments to the locations, it is many to one. Did you guys understand this concept?
Yes, sir.
Everyone, did everyone understand what I said now?
Yeah, like it's like what you say, the mapping it is being done.
Yeah, it is mapping it, mapping it. Now the same thing is with people. Let's go open people. Now these are all the salespeople that we have, right? These are all the salespeople. Now every salesperson will do multiple sales every single day, right? He will ship multiple items every single day. So that's why when you see salesperson, this person has done this. So this is basically a company's HR data. How many people are there and which team they belong to. The shipment data every day every day multiple people will ship to multiple countries. So now again, once you want to connect this data, it is again one person here will have multiple relationships here. So that's the idea. That's the idea of this. Let's understand few more things. Let's try to create a visualization. Let's try to create a visualization saying that what can you do? I want to say amount versus geography. Amount versus geography. I have made a list. Okay. Now, can I do one more thing? I want geography. I want geography. With respect to region. No. I want something else. I want something else. This is date. I'm going to create a column. Oh, geography can't date, can't have. I want something else. Geography with boxes. So I have created some two different kind of things. Now, previously, what was happening is we just had one table. We just had one table. Now here you have multiple tables. We have multiple tables because we made sure there is a relationships everywhere. We made sure there is a relationship everywhere. I am able to use all the columns from all the tables because I made the relationships. Now let's say I want to hit Australia. I have hit Australia, then everything changed. Now first concept I want you here is, do you guys understand why? Because of this relationships that I have maintained here, there's this connections that I have done, I'm able to use columns from different sheets. Is that one concept clear?
Yes.
Yes. Now, if I hit USA, here I'm saying basically I'm doing the sum of sales, here sum of boxes. Once I hit USA, why is it changing? Let's see what you have,
It is reflecting there, like.
yes. Now here, what we have done, basically we have done amount versus geography. We have just used shipment table. We haven't used any other thing. We have used shipment table where I want to see amount with respect to geography, right? Here in this table, what have we done? I have picked the geography from here, but I have clicked the sum of boxes. Sum of boxes. I can use geography from here. Here doesn't matter. It's going to give me the same answer. That is the thing that I am looking at is, even though geography is coming from here, I am hitting Australia here. It is filtering here too, in this table too. Why is that? Because if you go back to table, in the location here, if you see cross filter direction, that means if I apply a filter in this table, if I apply a filter in this table, it should also reflect in this table. If you see the relationship, there is something called cross filter direction. There is, if I make a filter here, it should get filtered over here too. That is the thing. Now if you can create a single filter, Right now, this single filter works here because only one value, there's only one value here which corresponds to this, so it works. But if you want filter in both the directions, you can also create both. You can keep both, so the filter will apply both ways. If I click this, it will also have a filter. If I click this, this will have a filter. Depending on you, whatever you want, you can do it. Now we understand the cardinality. Now we understand the cardinality. There are multiple cardinality. There is one to one. Only one value here will be associated with one value here. Then one to many. Mostly we'll use one to many. One to many is the only thing we keep using it a lot because we have separate tables. But situation to situation, there is many to many, one to one. These type of things come. This is called cardinality. Understand? This is called cardinality. And here we mention how the cardinality is and how the cross filtration direction works. Everyone understand? The
Yes.
next the next topic that I want to see is how is the table? How is the table? How does it look? Are there any relations between this two, this two, this two, this two, this two?
No.
There is everything is connected to this fact type. No, sorry, this shipment. Now this is called dimensional model. This is called dimensional model. Notes. It's called dimension. Now, if there is a relation between here and here, or here and here, so this is connected to this is connected to this. Let's say that's the case. This table is connected to this table is connected to this table. Forget these two tables. Then it is called relational model. Most of the time we're gonna see this itself, say this is the majority one. This is the you'll see very less of this. Now this is also called a star schema. Star schema, what does that mean? It looks like a star. If you see this, it looks like a star. There is one table that every other table is connected, so it kind of looks like a star. That's the reason it is called a star schema. Understood? In this table will be called a fact table. It is called shipment is a fact table. Is called a fact table. Every other table that is connected to the fact table are called dimension table. So this is the fact table. All these are dimension table. Now these are basically the terminology that I am talking about. If someone is writing an exam and all these things, these are important. So that's the reason I'm telling you guys. Now this is called a star schema. It is a dimensional. It is a dimensional model. This is called a fact table. This is called a for dimension tables. Did you guys understand what I told? Any doubts so far?
No.
No doubts. Now, I want you guys to practice this one. I want you guys to get good at. So one thing you can do is, because Power BI tries to do automatically, go to options. Mm, always auto detect, keep it off and do it manually. So you'll get used to it. You'll get used to all these things. So try to create relationships. Then we will go into the visualization. We will still, there's a lot of things that needs to be done in modeling, but understand this is how it is done. This is how you create models. Now, let's say there all the time you have this shipment as a name. I want S capital. You can change all these things. You can give a description. These are ship shipment table, whatever you want to it, you can give it. Okay. You can also make it hidden if you don't want something. See, a lot of times what happens is there are so many things. Region is here, and you don't need this picture is there. So what happens is as the data gets imported a lot and a lot, the file gets bigger and bigger, which also reduces the speed of the modeling and it gets heavy. So what you do is optimize. You try to optimize. That means if something that is not needed, the picture, it's not needed in the analysis, you can just hide it. So you will hide it. So what happens if you hide it means the load on the analysis gets decreased. This is called optimization. Okay. Now you can change the names, you can change everything that you want. If you want to change any aesthetic part of it, you can do that. If you want to hide it, you can also do that. All these things are possible. So this is called data modeling. If you can't see something right away, make sure you go into the table view, see, okay, these things are related. Then you can connect them. You can connect them. Now here I see some basic mistake that they have done. Can you see what is a mistake? I just saw something. Do you see there is what mistake they have done? In the geography, there is a small mistake while inputting the data.
Some early spaces are there.
That's the thing. If you see Australia, before India, there is a space. Then what are you supposed to do? What are you supposed to do?
Like clean up the data, like remove the field, like
So I'm
space.
going to go to transform. So you go to and fro. You keep going to and fro. Every time it's not like you'll see all the problems at one go. In the shipments, in the geography, there are some trim. Where is trim? I need to trim some places. Remove errors, type, change, transform, split column, group, fill. There is no trim here. Where is the trim? Split column, extract. I want to trim, fill, replace value, rename. I want to trim places. Where is my trim? Where is my trim option? I don't want to replace. I want to unpivot, convert to split columns. No, I want to trim this out. Reversed group by rename. Come on, give me trim. Replace values. No, I want to trim option. Where is manage? What the hell? Where is my trim? Else I can do this. Come on. Right click usually gives me trim option.
Transform.
Yeah, I am transforming. I'm just trying to remove the space. Before space, there's a basically a space that I want to trim out. Replace values, fill, up, down. No. There's something called a trim, but I don't know why I'm not able to see it. Remove duplicate column, change, transform. Yeah, here. transform and yeah. So you remove the places, then you go home, close and apply. Loading, refresh the data. Boom. There you go. Everything is set. All right. So try this out. Make your own data model. Create this data model with the Excel sheet I have done. Then we'll go to the next topic. Sounds good.
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, then I'll see you guys tomorrow. I urge you to guys to practice. If you don't practice, you will not be able to understand the next class because everything is related. Sounds good.